Since July, there's been a strike among actors and writers in Hollywood, although some of it has to do with salary. An important issue is the AI issue that people are uncertain about how they are going to solve. Actors feel in a way threatened by how AI might ruin their rights as actors if they, for example, use Dwayne Johnson's voice and makes it AI generated in a movie. Is that even allowed? Issues like that need to be solved in the near future as AI progresses and just becomes more and more advanced. The point is that in the worst case scenario, AI will definitely erase creativity in movies and shows. You might think it does not matter too much as you already reproduced everything that's already been made all the time, such as a show Reacher and Love the Rings of Power, which are based on movies that are already made. You drown in examples here like Continental, based on John Wick movies, or One Piece based on the anime. And there's a sense now, more than ever, that Hollywood now stays purely in the comfort zone, with the failing ability to make something unique. Sure, it is easy to just make the 10th season of Walking Dead, instead of giving it a go at an original show like Severance, which are one of the few these days. To cut to the chase again, all these stories, at least they are somewhat original and differs enough from the movies they are based on, that they at least create original stories. But foresee this scenario. You want to make Die Hard 6, and you want Bruce Willis as an actor. Sadly, he has aphasia, but with AI, that's really not an issue. You could just generate its voice and appearance from the last movie, or even the first Die Hard movie. In fact, you can make it so accurate that you don't see the difference from either one of those movies. So in fact, it's more of a 100% remake, but of course the moral behind it is a questionable one. Anyway, if it had been allowed and they wanted to make a Die Hard 6, I see no reason why they wouldn't do it this way. When they can make it look like a Die Hard movie with minimal effort, Hollywood can park in a cozy little comfort zone even more. That's also what's scary about it, because of if AI is 100% allowed to be used this way in movies and shows, the creativity as we know it will be completely erased, because you actually don't even need the actors anymore when you just can AI generate them. You don't really need to film scenes anymore either. You could just accurately reproduce what's already there. So you might think too much is already reproduced, and that's perfectly fine. But the AI features takes it to a whole new questionable level, where it will be so easy to reproduce that the directors do not really need to lift a finger anymore to make the third remake of Pinocchio, for instance. They just generate it from AI with minimal effort. When you are able to do that, why should creators of movies be creative anymore? Because now they can just reproduce even more effectively and make a ton of money. The creative sense have become worse and worse in recent years, and many directors, they just don't want to take the risk. Yeah, I do know, I'd rather make a superhero movie with one-liners that's easy for people to like, which of course is alarming. But if they had the elusive AI tool, where they could just use less and less time to make another show based on a movie, let's say they made one based on Goodfellas, you don't even need De Niro or the deceased Ray Liotta to act. There you can just generate and use them, and most likely it would be a massive success, even though it would look so accurate to what you see in the actual movie. When or if they could make it so good, would people really turn away despite the immorality? Probably not. So what I am saying is that AI in this creative field is a scary one that we really need to address as fast as possible.